How's it going, people? I sit here as a Dallas Cowboy fan, just kind of laughing at the situation here. I've been a Cowboy fan since I was about 5, 6 years old. Since I was a little kid, my dad was a Cowboy fan, and it's kind of a family thing. Um, One thing I don't do, I'm not one of those obnoxious Cowboy fans where I'm just in your face and all that stuff. I mean, if we suck, we suck. If we're good, we're good. And if you're a Cowboy fan, you're gonna take it to the chin from every single person, every single fan base. You're gonna you it's the breaks. You deal with it. So especially if you live in a DC metropolitan area like I do. I say all that to say, um, I feel this 2014-2015 season has been the year of it seems like everybody is just gunning to just shit on the Cowboys and stuff. And it's like, I get it, but at the same time, it's like people don't want to warrant that this team is different. But that's besides the point, because that's falling on deaf ears. So here we are, Dallas is 12-4. They're going into this wild card weekend, facing Detroit Lions. Detroit's coming to AT&T Stadium. And I'll just say this about the game. The game was actually really good. I cannot, honest to God, say that Detroit played like shit. I can't. It's dumb. If you're a Dallas Cowboy fan, you're all like, oh, Detroit sucks. No, they didn't suck. In fact, Detroit played a good game. They did. I honest to God, cannot sit there and say, oh, they played like garbage and stuff. If anything, I would say the first half they played as good as they could possibly get. They were on fire. They were making the plays when they had to make the plays. The defense was doing their thing. I think, sacked Romo 2 or 3 times, I believe. So the defense was making it hard for Romo to get the plays and stuff. Granted, Romo got 1 touchdown throw to Williams in the first half, but everything was going right and stuff. Dumb plays in the first half and stuff. I disagree with the refs, giving Dallas that penalty for, roughing the kicker and stuff when Detroit punted it deep in the territory and stuff, but it is what it is. So if anything with Detroit, the first half they played good. Second half they played all right. They played all right. They only scored, I believe, 3 points in the second half. It's pretty bad. So the big play that came in the second half, Detroit was up 2017. I think it was like 8 minutes left in the half, 8 minutes left in the game. Dallas's linebacker Hitchens, he was covering Brandon Pettigrew on a play. I believe it was 31. So on the ensuing play, when you look at it initially, it looked like, okay, I don't see what happened and stuff, and Hitchens had his hands up like he didn't touch him and stuff because you're on 31. That's a critical play. You don't want to sit there and fuck up and draw a flag. Well, flag got drawn. Pass interference on the defense, and if you're a Dallas fan, you were just sitting there like, oh fuck, we're done, because that flag pretty much put Detroit scoring distance, and even if they didn't get the touchdown, they can kick a field goal, and it's on Dallas to actually have to score a touchdown. So initial flag, everybody's like, oh, but here we go. Then all of a sudden, the crowd starts saying, yeah, and they pick the flag up, and turns out it wasn't a penalty. Now, I looked at this replay multiple times, looking at it and stuff. To me, it could have been either way. It could have been a double penalty, personally, because you could have gave Pettigrew a fucking pass interference for putting his hands on his face mask and stuff, because Hitchens never turned his face to really, like he knew the play was coming towards him. So it could have went either way. Was it shifty because the refs took the flag up afterwards? Yeah. But I don't think it really played a big part like people are thinking it did. I really don't. This is just my personal belief. I know people are going to crucify me for that, but fine, whatever. I don't care. So with that, Dallas took that and they ended up marching down the field, and I believe they ended up scoring a touchdown to Williams again. Boom, 24-20. And Detroit tried to march back. They had time. If one thing you can give Detroit this, they had time. And when it really came down to it, Detroit couldn't do it. I think a I forgot the kid's name from Dallas. He made the play, you know, sacked Stafford, you know, fumbled the ball. Dallas got it, game over and stuff, and Dallas won. Now, in predictable fashion and stuff, because this is the shit that, if again, Cowboys fan, you get it from everybody is, oh, the fix is in. Oh, Jesus. The Dallas shit. Dallas got assistance for the refs. Okay, look. I'm going to need you people to really back it up for a second here. Because this really showed the hypocrisy of how people are. The hypocrisy. If your NFL team was in Dallas's shoes and got that call, and your team won that game, 9 times out of 10, I would bet money y'all motherfuckers wouldn't say not a fucking word. Oh, you'll mention it for a minute, like, oh yeah, you know that play, blah, 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 but you wouldn't say shit. And that's the thing that bothers me, is that everybody that's bitching about it are the ones that hate Dallas in their guts. Even the ones that just moderately hate Dallas, it's like if your team was in Dallas's shoes, I guarantee you, y'all motherfuckers would be out in the street dancing. Oh my God, we're so good, we're so good. But Dallas does it. Oh man, it's shifty. The rest were in Jerry Jones's pocket. I'm just gonna say this: get the fuck out of here with that shit. That's the one thing I hate more so than anything. You can't give a team props for fucking making the plays when it counts. Hey, let's ignore the fact that in the second half Detroit played like utter shit. Let's ignore that and look at displaying the refs. Detroit only scored 3 points in the second half, by the way. Just saying. Even you take that, even if that pass interference wasn't even part of that game, Detroit played like utter garbage in the second half. This is fact. If you were watching the game, again, doesn't discount the fact that Detroit played a good game. They did. But if you're gonna sit there and start doing this, and you know the sad part about it is that the majority of people are sitting there bringing up this, oh, hey, one of the refs was on the Dallas party bus. Never mind the fact that was back in August preseason. But hey, I guess that one ref that was on the party bus just makes the difference in Dallas having a 12-4 season and winning, right? Couldn't be because, you know, Tony Romo actually did his damn thing and didn't fuck up. Couldn't be because, you know, Beasley and Williams and Murray to an extent did their thing, right? It couldn't be because of that. No, that's just nah. The refs just held Dallas's hands and just carried them on them for 24 points and got the win for them. Yeah, you know, you people really act like a bunch of fucking idiots right now. But hey, I expect that because, again, that's any fan base, whether it's the NFL, NBA, or anything, because you're going to do that. And don't get me wrong. If I was a Detroit fan and that shit happened, I'd be pissed. But at the same time, I'd be kind of looking at, hey, how come Stafford and co were playing like shit in the second half? They were playing on fire in the first half, but the second half they were playing like shit. But nobody wants to recognize that because they're not going to question that. Nope, fuck Dallas, and hey, the refs held Dallas' hands apparently because, you know, apparently Romo didn't, you know, fucking, you know, lead Dallas down for a touchdown, you know, to really seal the deal. But let's ignore that for a second. But again, I'm asleep though, so, you know, whatever. But anyways, let's see what Dallas does in Green Bay. Peace.